My dear friends, today's discussion topic is going to be the overlapping of the family life and social life in A Tale of Two Cities. In order to answer this question, in order to discuss this topic, we'll have to first understand who are the family men who are the family persons, family holders in A Tale of Two Cities. Obviously, there are the Manets, then the Defarges. I'm talking about the extended families because Madame Defarge's maiden name, so far as I remember, is not given. Saurabh, is it given? Most probably no.
No, sir.
So I am talking about Madame Defarge's family as well. Then there is the Evermont family.
Yes, sir.
So basically these are the families. Because Sidney Carton doesn't properly have a family. At least his family life is not discussed or represented in any detail. Jarvis Lorry similarly is a bachelor.
মিস্টার স্ট্রাইভার্স আছে কিন্তু ওর ফ্যামিলি
there is let me tell you, there is reference to the process, the brother and the sister. And so far as Mr. Stryver's family is concerned, his marriage has been referred to.
Yes.
But his family life is not discussed.
Yes.
So obviously, in order to understand the overlapping of family life and social life, we have to understand these are the family men. So the question will ultimately boil down to how they are affected by the socio-political condition prevalent in recent times. Now, the next issue to be understood is the socio-political condition that leads to the social life. We all know that basically this novel is about the French Revolution, its causes, the event, and to some extent its effect on the populace. So obviously, the family life is bound to get affected if a serious socio-political event is in the offing. If some very vital event takes place, it is sure to affect the family life, the lives of even ordinary men and women. This is something that we must remember while discussing the overlapping of the family life and the social life in A Tale of Two Cities. The next thing to be discussed is how and why is the family life of certain individuals impacted.
Sir, চার্লস ডার্নের ফ্যামিলি কি এখানে কি হবে না ও এভারমন্টের মধ্যে পড়বে?
হ্যাঁ, এভারমন্ট দ্য ম্যানেটস বলেছি, এভারমন্ট বলেছি, তাহলেই হয়ে যাবে।
আচ্ছা,
আমাকে বলতে দে। ওকে, আচ্ছা। ডক্টর ম্যানেটস family life gets affected in the pre-revolutionary France because of his ill-fated visit to the Evermont Chateau, where he has to attend to his professional duties to give succor to the ill-fated girl and her brothers. Because he is an upright physician, he cannot just turn a blind eye to the culture of abuse perpetrated by the Evermont brothers. He writes a letter. That letter miscarries, and he is put behind the bars. This shatters his family life. His wife ultimately dies of broken heart, and his daughter is brought up actually as the well cared for orphan under the care of Miss Fox. Okay, in the case of the Evermont, the way the Evermont brothers conduct themselves, their family life, their life at large, is dictated by the culture of impunity that governed the life, times, and actions of the French aristocrats before the revolution. But there is a thief, there is a quarrel, there is dissension amongst the family ranks. Charles Darnay, a sensitive and upright member of the Evermont family, is none too happy with the corrupt degeneracy of his family members. That is why he takes up his mother's surname and renounces his aristocratic religion. But the aristocratic past does not allow him to remain untouched by the rumblings of the French Revolution. When Gabel solicits his protection, he, the perfect French gentleman and the honest, upright human being that he is, comes to his aid and is imprisoned by the revolutionaries. Obviously, his family, his wife and child and brother, father-in-law, they are also brought to Paris, But at the same time, we have to understand how the life of the doctor, that is Dr. Vanet, and his daughter is bound to that of Charles Darnay. So their family life is obviously affected and overlapped by the social condition prevalent. Okay. Similarly, Madame Defarge and Ernest Defarge, Moshe Defarge, they are only leading an existence of purpose. Their whole being is geared towards bringing to the book the perpetrators of inhuman cruelty on the French populace by the French aristocracy, represented here by the Evermore brothers. That the process are also affected by the changing situation, social life. Because Miss Pross finds herself in the revolutionary phase, taking care of her ladybird, Pussy Manage. And the double spy, who is called variously as Solomon Pross and Barsad, he is also affected by the revolution. So now we would like to end our discussion by talking about a very curious thing that is quite common in historical novels. You see, historical novels are written around very important historical events or personage. Here it is about the French Revolution. But in historical novels, though some of the characters are important historical personages, the main characters of a historical novel are, at least in this case and in many cases, other than this one, basically imaginary individuals or the populace. The reason I am actually drawing your attention towards this is because, I have not talked about the family whose family life is affected the most by the social life. I am talking about the French king. How the French royal family's fortunes gets affected by the revolution is often hinted at in and through the pages of a text. So I think my discussion today, complemented with and by the materials that you have been provided with, will help you in understanding the overlapping of family life and social life in A Tale of Two Cities. Thank you for listening. In my next audio, I am going to talk about the theme of revitalization or resurrection in A Tale of Two Cities. Thank you.